From the Ear to There Travel Studio, this is the Ear to There Disney Podcast.
Ear to there, ear to there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ear to There Disney Podcast. I'm your host, Phil Gramlich. I am also the owner and the founder of Ear to There Travel, which is a Disney specialized travel agency. It is my job, along with all of the Vacationeers on the Ear to There Travel team, to take away all that stress, all that anxiety, and all that time that it takes to plan a Disney trip. Because listen, it takes a heck of a lot of time. And I want you to focus on the really, really fun things like having a great time with your family and friends and enjoying the magic. You can listen to this podcast, meet every single person on the Ear to There Travel team, or request your free, no obligation quote over at eartotheretravel.com. Yes, all of our quotes and all of our services are absolutely, totally free of charge. Just like the candy at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Although, is it really free because you pay for the ticket and it's a little expensive? You know what? So, listen, maybe the candy's not free, but our services and our quotes are always free. This is episode number 183 for the week of October 28th. 2019. Now grab a drink. Maybe it'll be a little bit of apple cider. Grab a snack. Listen, it's Halloween. It's got to be candy. And as a famous mouse once said, on with the show. Now, last week at the Contemporary Resort, we had our first ever in-person Pod People meetup. And it was, I think, a big success. I don't know if you recognize that. That's Woody from Toy Story talking to Mr. Smell. All right, the plastic corrosion awareness meeting that they have in the first movie. So anyway, it was a big success. We had agents from the Ear to There Travel team. We had friends. We had podcast listeners. We had members of the Ear to There Pod People group all get together. There was food, there were drinks, there was fun, there was trivia, prizes were given away. Hopefully, a great time was had by all. Listen, that's what everybody told me, so let's just assume they weren't trying to protect my feelings. But I think it went really well. It was fun, and we even had a special guest. At the end of the meetup, the Big Cheese, the boss himself, Mickey Mouse, came into the room. And the rooms were Fantasia Ballrooms E&F at the Contemporary Resort. So the Big Cheese, the boss, Mickey Mouse, came into the room and met everyone in the room and gave us about a half hour of his time. He signed autographs, he took pictures, he met people, he shook hands, he kissed babies, both literally and figuratively. Listen, it was a good time. And I would love for you to be a part of the upcoming Ear to There Disney podcast or Pod People Invasions. We are sure to do more of these in the parks and resorts, but we will have a Disney Pod People cruise coming up in 2021. So keep listening to the show. In the next few weeks, I'm going to announce when that will be exactly. So keep listening each and every week to the show. You will find out when you can book your passage, I guess, your reservations to spend some time with me, the guests on the podcast, the Vacationeers from Ear to There Travel, and maybe even a special guest or two. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But on this episode of the show, here on episode 183, I'm going to share with you the trivia contest that we did at this event. Now, there's no chance, unfortunately, for you to win a prize as you're listening. All the prizes were given out. It was actually really fun. I asked the questions. You'll hear also my kids and Amy, my wife, chiming in from time to time. I asked the questions. Our friend and frequent podcast host or co-host or guest, however you want to say it, Chuck Rodriguez, he was the runner. He was the gopher in the room. He was the one that had the mic, and he followed all the hands around the room. Poor Chuck worked very hard, and it was his birthday too. We made him work extra hard on this day. So I asked the questions, Chuck ran to each person, and my poor children gave out the prizes, but they absolutely loved it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a lot of fun to be there. It was really awesome to meet a lot of the Vacationeers in person for the first time. I've known them all online and on the phone for quite a while, but it was great to finally meet them and shake hands and get to hang out and have a fun time. And I also got to meet, as I said, a bunch of podcast listeners, Facebook followers, basically a bunch of friends that I hadn't met in person yet. It was very cool to finally meet all these friends in person, put faces to the names, to the pictures on Facebook. It was a great time. I hope you had a blast if you came. If you did not get to come out for this one, pay attention to the Facebook page, pay attention to the Instagram account. We will be announcing the cruise soon and also another meetup, maybe somewhere near you. All right, so here we go with the trivia portion of the Ear to There Disney podcast event from last week at the Contemporary. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you in advance for listening.
Everybody get a drink? Everybody's good? We should get food. The food's going to be out in like 35 minutes or so. And we have a bunch of trivia questions to ask you guys. Mostly little prizes. We have a couple actual bigger significant prizes too. So, all right, we're going to get started on that. Poor Chuck is going to be the runner. Chuck, do you have that recording?
Yes.
Yes, awesome.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. It's Chuck's birthday, so let's all sing happy birthday.
That's not necessary.
Yeah. Who thinks, let's do a vote, show of hands in the room. Who thinks sing happy birthday, Chuck? Yeah, so everybody dance. All right, let's go, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Chuck. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chuck. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Gracias. Thank you.
Oh, Chuck, you always wanted to be famous. There you go. All right. No, Chuck is okay. All right, guys. So, what should I do? Do the hard questions first?
We should know that.
Yeah.
Just make them.
Okay.
Wait, Phil, so when someone's about to answer, I have to go towards them so I can record, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just give me a second to get to whoever's going to answer the question.
So everybody's going to...
Keep your hand up.
Yes.
When you...
And if you get it wrong, we'll just obviously go to the next person.
Right. And if you get it right, keep your hand up, and then one of the kids will run the process.
And we should do like an honor system, right? Like no phones. Somebody should cheat.
Yeah, well...
No one
Are you
should.
saying we would cheat?
What's that?
Are you saying we would...
Not you.
I'm not saying...
No, I wasn't.
I definitely didn't.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about... No. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with some easy questions for the younger people to get correct. All right? So, first question. What is the name of Mickey Mouse's dog? Raise your hand. Right. Who, Jack? What names? You're going to...
Chuck, I think that the lovely gentleman in the yellow shirt.
Jeff.
Soto.
Yeah, right there. What's the name of Mickey Mouse's dog?
Soto.
You got
Pluto
it.
is right. So you'll notice a theme. We have a lot of Mickey prizes. All right, so let's be completely ready. So this isn't a question. This is just for fun. Who knows what whose pet Pluto was originally? Anybody know? Shout it out. You can just shout it out.
Mickey Mouse.
You see Minnie Mouse? Minnie Mouse is right.
He said Mickey.
Well, the answer is Minnie, but he was originally Minnie Mouse's dog, and his name was Rover. Did you know that Pluto talked? In 1930s, the Chain Gang, Pluto actually talked. What's that?
But what did he say?
He said, No, it wasn't the chain gang. No, that's not Chuck. It was the moose hunt. And he said, what did he say? He said moose. That's it.
Okay.
He was here and he pointed and he said moose. It was the only line that Pluto ever said.
Okay.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you.
All right. Easy question number 2. Who is the original voice of Mickey Mouse?
Walt Disney.
Oh, that's right, it's Walt Disney. Good job, man. Yeah. So we get to see the That's awesome. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, I didn't do this one. Yeah. I don't have to do those. Oh, sorry. Sorry, those are big ticket prizes. Oh, sorry. All right. What food item served as Mickey Mouse's first words ever spoken on film? What food? Pick up Chuck. Chuck, run. You gotta give me the answer to this, Chuck.
It was hot dogs.
Yes, it was hot dog. Hot dog.
I didn't know that
one. The Carnival Kid in 1929 was Mickey Mouse's first words. Okay, awesome. Okay. Speaking of Minnie Mouse, what is Minnie Mouse's full first name? What is her actual first name? Who knows? Nobody look for phones, people. I'm watching. Nobody knows. Okay, this is crazy. Who is this up? What? Who is it? Someone said? What did you say? The answer is.
I know, but I don't
What is her name?
know.
Minerva. Minerva.
Really? No, I didn't know.
The answer is don't.
Raising right, Phil.
What?
Raising it right.
Yes. Don't call Child Protective Services. Knowing that. All right. What was the first ever cartoon that was made featuring Mickey Mouse? First ever cartoon made featuring Mickey Mouse. Who knows?
Steamboat? Steamboat Willie.
God, Steamboat Willie.
Oh, I did.
That was kind of.
That's what I would have said.
That's what I thought.
You're right. She gets a prize. No, prize. So the answer. Does anybody else want to guess? That's his original name. That's true.
Is it the skeleton dance?
It's not. The original. Yes. Yes, actually.
No, it's Plain Crazy. It was easy.
No, it's not. All right. Somebody's getting cocky over here. All right. Yeah, she can't run back. You're right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still looking. These are too hard?
No.
All right, so we're gonna give. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give out a big. We're gonna give out a big prize. We're gonna give out a bigger prize. Okay, so this one is not for anything down here. This is for a $25 Disney gift card, and this is a little bit of a harder question. So, who designed the 90-foot tall mural here in the Contemporary in the Grand Canyon Concourse? Alice is hand up first. Chuck.
What? Oh, sorry.
Alice had first.
Sorry, Alice.
Mary Blair.
You got it. All right, Alice. Alice wins. It was Mary Blair designed the mural. She's also the Imagineer that did It's a Small World and other Disney attractions. All right, so I wrote all of these down, even though they are in my head. I don't want to get them wrong and rip anybody off on the place. How about this one? I didn't get to mention this one today when we were at Magic Kingdom. What is the oldest attraction in Magic Kingdom? The oldest attraction in Magic Kingdom. What is it? Somebody take a guess. Raise your hand.
Is that a trick question?
What's that? It's not a trick question.
Okay.
There's one oldest attraction in Magic Kingdom. What is it?
Is it Small World?
Not a small world.
Peter Pan's home.
Jenny's got it. Jenny.
Is it the carousel?
That is correct.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Prince Charming's Regal Carousel was built in 1917 by the Philadelphia Tobacco Company and moved to Walt Disney World in 1970. Good job, Lex. All right, here's another hard one. What is the original name of the Contemporary, the resort where we're in right now? What is the original name of this hotel? Who knows? Maybe this one's too hard.
Yeah, he told me this and I had never heard of this. Which makes me question it.
No, it's true.
No, I believe you.
The name is the Tempo Bay Hotel. Oh, they're too hard? Okay. I'm getting in trouble.
Let's give it an O.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Lex. All right, how about this one? These are too hard, and I've written horribly hard questions. I'm going to have to go back to start asking character questions. How many stories tall is the Contemporary Resort? The main tower of Contemporary. How many stories?
Maybe 18?
Was it?
18?
18 is incorrect. Sorry.
15?
15 is close, but no cigar.
16?
16 is close, but not as close as 15.
Is it 8?
8 is not correct.
Mikey.
17.
Incorrect.
14.
What was that?
14.
14 is right. No, so just so you guys know, those the Mickey plushes I didn't get from a collection at my house. They were in a huge set that I bought that I had to open and give away eventually. Sorry, they weren't my kids didn't like plushes. They're not mine. They weren't used. No, Rick.
Can we ask a question?
Yes.
Is there a 13th floor?
There is not.
So there's that. So are there actually? Is there a 15th floor?
There is a 15th floor, so it's 14
Okay,
stories.
that's
Yes.
what we were wondering.
Yes. You guys are trying to trick me up. I'm not playing favorites up here, people.
I have a question. Why don't they have the 13th floor?
Who wants to answer that question? Why don't they have the 13th floor?
Bad luck.
Bad luck. Superstition. Bad luck. 13 is an unlucky number. Yes.
Yeah.
Howard Harris. Who's this for? That was this for. I was just informed by my wife I'm doing fine. So thank you. All right. So, how about this one? What is the name of the lounge that... I'm sorry, I got this wrong. Yes, sorry. What is the name of the lounge that is on top of Bay Lake Tower? What is the name of the lounge on top of Bay Lake Tower?
Top of the world?
Top of the world is correct. Anybody know where the other top of the world used to be? The original top of the world club? Was here, in this building. It's still connected, right? Is that right? It was the 15th floor, actually the 14th floor of the Contemporary was top of the world. And it was from 71 till 1983. They had acts come in like Mel Torme and Phil Stiller. You'd have to get super dressed up to go up there and do dinner and all. Yes. Yes.
Was Top of the World Lounge where Nixon was on?
Nixon resigned. Nixon did that.
No, down here. Down
It's
there.
in one of these ballrooms. I don't know which
Yeah,
one it was. Yeah. No, he did it in one of the ballrooms in here. It could have been in this room. I don't know. Yeah, he did I'm Not a Crook in one of these ballrooms. Okay. Let's see. How about this one? How many bricks are there in Cinderella Castle? How many bricks?
0.
0 is correct. 0. They're not cooperating with Brian. So there are no bricks in the Cinderella Castle walls, all made up of concrete and fiberglass. No bricks. All right. Well, let's give out one of these. Let's give out a bigger, a fancier prize. Right, Lex?
You gonna tell me
Ready?
to go first? I don't know.
We need to get Santa.
Just if you guys didn't hear, she said we need to get fancy, yo. So here's a. All right, okay. It's good. Okay. This girl, she doesn't talk to anyone ever, and she gave her a microphone, and she's Letterman up here.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, bud. What is the name of the small town that was the inspiration for Main Street, USA? Who we got? Rick.
Marceline.
Marceline, Missouri is correct. Rick, for bonus points, but not an extra prize. What was the other town that was Harper Goff's hometown that also influenced Main Street, USA?
I am going to plead the fifth because I already won a prize.
It's Fort Collins, Colorado. Was the other inspiration. Do you pick a prize? Okay. Thank you, Zoe. No, you're awesome. Thank you, Rob. Okay. Let's get out one of the tougher. Let's do one of the tougher questions. Let's see. Check. What's that way? A big one. Okay, we're gonna do a big one. Let's see. What is? Did I ask you this one? Is the imperfection the Mary as well? No. What is the one imperfection? The one thing that stands out in the Mary to Mary mural? This is for a $25 gift card. Sam's cleaning up over there.
There's a 3-legged goat on top of a mountain.
That's a no.
No.
It's super close.
I don't know who went next.
Super close. But it's got, since it's big for one of the big prizes, I have to.
What?
I have to get it. Roy on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
5-legged sheep.
Oh!
Wait. That's not. Is that right? Because it's not exact. Let's. Okay.
5-legged goat.
That's right. 5-legged I didn't want Sam to feel slighted over there. It was 3 or 5. I know. I did that when I came. I was here for a tour once, and I said the same exact thing. I said 3, and then Peyton was like, no, and I was going to do it for the rest of the day. Yes. How many? So we're going to ask a couple kids questions. So I'll make sure all the kids get a prize. So, okay, 3 more. What? Okay. So these are questions for the kids only, so we can everyone's make sure everything is present. What are the names of Donald Duck's nephews? He has 3 nephews. What are their names?
Josh.
Yeah.
You know Mark?
Do we agree?
Chuck, I don't know who put their names.
I was in the. Oh yeah, no, it was
Dewey,
yeah. I was
Dewey,
in the back.
and Louie.
Yes, he got it.
Awesome.
Yes.
You got it. All right, let's get the prize. Surprise.
No, right here.
Here. No, we got it. Absolutely. Give them prizes way here. Okay. What? Let's see what. This is another kid question. In Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, what is the cow's name? In Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The female cow.
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle.
Clarabelle is correct.
Got it.
Yes. Apparently Rex is getting ready to go play a Super Bowl. Okay.
What is that, Phil?
Who's what?
The Super Bowl.
Chuck, we have to talk after.
Is that what I turn on for the halftime show in the middle?
Yes, it is. All right, another kid question. What kids do not have a prize? Raise your hands. If you're a kid and you don't have a prize, raise your hand. All right, please put your hand up. Okay. So, what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend?
Daisy.
Daisy is right. Golden. That's awesome. All right, so. All right, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so how many prizes do I have left? We have lots of prizes. And we have one more gift card to give out. I'll do that last. We'll do the gift card last. The last gift card. All right, this is a good one. This is for everybody. What was the name of the arcade area that the Wave restaurant replaced here at the Contemporary? Does anybody know the name of the arcade that was here? These are maybe too hard. Okay, we're going to do an easy one. It was the Fiesta Fun Center was the name of it. And then it became the Food and Fun Center. This is why when I do these online, everyone's like, I wait and it's like 10 seconds of silence. And then all the answers start coming in because everybody just used their phone or computer. I do not think that. I understand. Yeah, exactly. When the right answer shows up on the screen, everybody can do the same thing. Okay. Let's see. All right, so. We're going to ask a couple more kids questions. I want to make sure all the kids get prizes. Jack, give me a kid's question. What is Princess Vanellope von Schweetz? What is her best friend's name?
Wreck-It Ralph.
That's right, Wreck-It Ralph. Good job. All right, so we're going to do another kids question. Alexa is going to ask a kid's question for us. Go ahead.
Who is Winnie the Pooh's best friend?
Tigger's correct.
Yes, that is one of the answers.
Make sure you get your glasses. Yeah, I can get a prize. I want to answer that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to him.
Sorry.
All the kids? Yeah. What kids don't have a prize? Okay. All the kids have prizes? All right, so we have about 15 minutes until I think we're going to do food. The appetizers and stuff are going to be, I think they're going to set them up in the back of the room there. So I hope you guys are hungry, unlike me, because we ate late at that dinner. I am not hungry. But I hope you guys are, because I paid for it. I'm going to give me something. Okay. How tall, this is a tough one. This is for everybody. How tall is Cinderella Castle? How tall? So on the back.
198 feet.
Not quite. Close. Very close.
Who was next? Rick.
Great.
I think it's 187.
Oh, very close. Ashley's kind of guess.
190.
What is it?
190.
Incorrect.
I'll guess.
That is correct. Good answer.
189.
That is correct.
Oh!
It's always on. Yes. That's it. What was this for everybody again? What was Goofy's original name when he first appeared in Mickey Mouse shorts? What was Goofy's original name? Who's that? Go ahead, bud. Tippy Top is right. Good job. Good job, dude. Alright, so alright, this one. For everybody, what is the name of the body of water? Water, guys. Water. That lies between the Magic Kingdom's main entrance and the Transportation and Ticket Center. What is the name of that body of water?
You rub your hand first.
First, we got to.
Bay Lake.
Bay Lake.
Lake is not correct.
Correct.
Chuck just shook his head.
What?
Chuck was like, Bay Lake? No. Sorry, Griffin. Chuck doesn't have any kids.
All right.
Seven Seas Lagoon.
Well, of course, an adult is always right. Okay, I'm terrible.
Actually, we have a few prizes left to give away, plus one. The main prize, I didn't go crazy, the main prize is a $50 Disney gift.
Nice.
So that'll be the last question yet. How many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. I did not write this many questions. All right, so we're going to do... Okay, so I can't ask them specifically. Everybody gets a chance. All right, let's do... I have a couple more. Let's give away... Should we give away the gift card first? I'm not on the hard questions. Let's give away the $50 gift card. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. How you doing over there?
Do you have like...
How are you? I wanted to do a potty humor joke, but I guess I can't.
You want to do a potty break?
Potty humor joke. Oh my god, Alexa.
Guys. This is the first time they've ever spoken in front of more than like 2 people, and it's like a live show up here. It's like okay. No, we're not prepared for this. What was the second? This is for everybody. What was the second theme park to open in Walt Disney World? The second theme park.
All right, who put up the arm first? Go with Rick.
Epcot Center.
Epcot Center is correct. Look, I want to ask you when it opened for bonus points, but I don't want to. You know it?
So it's October 1st, 1982.
Correct. 2 for 2.
Nerd alert.
For another bonus, for another prize, what was the third park for everybody? What was the third park that opened?
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
MGM Studios.
That's right. MGM Studios. And do you know, for bonus points, do you know when it opened?
89?
It's May 1st, 1989. That's right. And I didn't get the gift card.
You sure?
Did I not have the gift card? I didn't give it out. I forget did anybody get this right? Get the question right that I said I was going to give the gift card on? Was that right? Did you get it right?
Yeah. The Epcot one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man.
You got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a broken prize. We are down one prize. We don't want to give that away. So when did the fourth park, Animal Kingdom, when did that open? Griffin.
1998.
1998.
That's right, 1998. Chuck was fine with that. So we have 2 prizes left to give away. 3. Oh, we have 3 left. Okay. So, I think one of my questions were harder than that. All right. So, what land in the Magic Kingdom is the contemporary associated with? So each land is associated with, not each one, but each resort, Magic Kingdom resort, is associated with one of the hotels.
Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland is right. Tomorrowland is right.
I didn't see.
Okay, this is... Okay, bonus points. What hotel is Adventureland closely associated with?
Polynesian.
The Polynesian is right.
Yay!
I don't know. Did we give a prize to Sean, did you get a prize for the last one?
Push it over that way.
Over this way.
Yeah.
Is that all? One last prize. You gonna win last? Yeah, I just grabbed the microphone. I'm fine. I feel like Bob Barker up here. Remember we had to, he was like walking with the microphone.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to play Plinko?
You know, if you wear the Plinko shirt, you can play
I love Plinko. Or the one that used to go, yodelay, hee-hoo.
Chuck, you should come up here and do the microphone. That is not Plinko. That's the yodeling guy.
No, right. That was the other one. Yeah.
Or 2. Only 1 or 2. Okay. I don't know if I have any more questions. Okay, I don't think I have any more questions on names. Anybody throw them all. We went through pretty fast. I'll make 2 up. See, Lexi, see anything? I'm not asking you 4 questions. No. I don't have.
Potty work.
No, we're not talking about potty. Okay.
No potty work.
Okay. Here comes and the food is arrived. Okay. Quick question.
What's the tallest mountain?
The tallest mountain in. You're gonna stop me. Is it?
In
I
Walt
don't know.
Disney World.
I think it's Expedition Everest. Actually, is the tallest one.
No, sorry, in Walt Disney World.
And well, this one, Expedition Everest, I believe. Am I wrong on that?
That mountain was, but you might be right.
I think Everest is right around 189 feet, and is the tallest mountain. Oh, you asked. Okay, ask questions about me. Who is your favorite? Everybody can answer this one. Who is your favorite guest host on the podcast? Johnny Shortsleeve? Amy? Chuck. Nobody said Chuck. It's his birthday. Say Chuck. I gave everybody a chance. How many prizes do you have? 2 prizes left? Okay. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? What is it? There's only 1 guy left? 2, Jack has 1. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry guys, we're working. What is that? How about this one? This is just a fun question. How fast, I answered this earlier today, how fast does Space Mountain go in the Magic Kingdom?
Oh.
What is the top speed of Space Mountain?
I used to know this. Want to guess?
Fast.
Fast? Yeah, it's fast.
Oh, it's pretty fast.
That is
Pretty
true.
fast.
It is very fast. What is the top speed though, in miles per hour?
5 miles.
5? No. Not 5.
35.
35?
Not 35.
That's
Griffin's got his hand up.
50.
50?
50. No. A little slower than 50. Believe it. Slower than 35 too.
45?
45.
Not 45. Do it. Amy said this is not
40.
40? 40's no. 30?
30. Yeah.
26 miles an hour is correct. Who said 26 miles? I didn't do it right. I was like, Sue, higher or lower? Higher. Last question. Okay. This is for the last speedboat with the single Willie. I think you got. What do you have?
So much fun! I can do this all day.
Jack is going to ask the last question.
Who is Woody's best friend?
Who is Woody's best friend?
I didn't see who rose a hand first.
Buzz.
Buzz is right.
Weren't they more like
Okay,
frenemies?
That will conclude the trivia portion of the afternoon. Everyone, I hope you got a prize. That was fun. Get a drink. Looks like you're setting up the food. So, Chuck, are you still recording?
Yes.
Did you want to say anything on there before we stop?
No, I'm
you want
good.
to say anything to the room with the microphone? Can we sing happy birthday to Chuck again?
We already did that.
All right, thank you guys.
We're good.
Of course it has to end with a vowel.
And that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Ear to There Disney podcast. Thank you so much to you for listening to this episode. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I hope you can join us for a future event or for the Disney cruise in 2021. Thank you again to everyone who came out to the event, all the Vacationeers on the team, to Chuck for running around, to Amy for helping with everything, to my kids for giving out prizes. It was a great day. And again, thank you for listening so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, just remember there will be a new episode of the Ear to There podcast next week, as well as a new episode of the Walt Disney World Word of the Week as well. So this is a very short outro. Until next time, thank you again so much for listening. Have an amazing week. Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.
Here to there.